Hello everyone, I hope that you are all good. Well, this is DAVINA from Mauritius. I was asked to spread a positive message during this COVID-19 pandemic. If there is something positive that I would like to remind you of, that would be to be grateful for simply being alive while thousands of people are dying around the world. And now, if there is a new skill that I would like to learn, that would be cooking. Yeah. I hope that you take great care of yourself. Until then, bye-bye.
My experience during this coronavirus pandemic is I have faced the problems learning online because our system never offers online learning in the Gambia, which gave me more challenges. After this coronavirus, I would like to write a project in which the government will build more ITC centers to improve students on information and communication technology. I would like to improve on information technology after this coronavirus. Thank you very much.
This 2020 pandemic has really taught me that I need to enhance my adaptability skills. And being flexible is really hard, trying to adapt to the situations on ground day in, day out. And that is why I am really trying to just enhance every skills in me. And I am very sure that once this pandemic is over, we're really going to have something good to come out with. Thank you.
COVID-19 virus has affected me in many ways. It has affected my work. It has also affected my NGO, where we work with youths and young people and build their capacity and teach them on entrepreneurship and self-reliance. I intend to use I have acquired from technology on activities and what I do in my organization. Thank you.
Personnellement, je pense qu'après cette crise sanitaire du COVID-19, je vais rester positif dans la tête. Oui, ça c'est clair. Rester positif et puis continuer ma vie normalement. Parce que avant l'avènement de la crise, j'avais des projets en fait. Donc je ne me vois pas en train de tout relâcher à cause du COVID-19. Non. Je vais simplement continuer ma vie normalement tout en respectant les règles barrières et puis espérer que la maladie, je ne vais pas l'attraper.
And before the coronavirus, I used to love to travel. I used to love grassroots engagements and rural community parleys and dialogues and engagements and development activities. But due to the coronavirus, I haven't been able to do so much in that space anymore. And post-coronavirus, I look forward to going back to what I love to do and do it better and on a larger scale. Cheers.
Hello, my positive youth. When the news of the stay at home came, I was wondering, I was thinking, what was I going to do with my time? But during this COVID-19 pandemic, it has really been productive because I've been able to improve on myself, develop my skills, learn more on my sewing skills. I was able to go to YouTube and learn more, which on a daily basis I wouldn't have been able to do. And I would say it has really been helpful, and I believe that my positive youth and vibrant youth out there, that you and I will come out of this strong and better.
After COVID-19, I continue doing what I do best, is to advocate for vulnerable people and continue to help a lot of children, as many children as possible, be able to read, and then go to school, also continue education. Yeah, all right.
Presenting yes, a young African leader, visionary, in particular Zimbabwean by nationality. Pre-coronavirus, I had an opportunity to establish two vibrant youth organizations at the age of 21, aiming at empowering both young and old with life skills for living a better future. In spite of this prevailing COVID-19, my cause for the young still goes to the future. From this pandemic, I appreciate being on the right path, advocating for life skills to the youth than waiting to be employed. Optimistically, after this pandemic,
I want to talk about life before and after COVID-19. I want to say life before COVID-19 was a bit affordable compared to life during COVID-19. It's been a very difficult moment to struggling economy, especially in Africa. We have struggling economy and political challenges that we've been going through, and coupled to the COVID-19, it has really brought us a lot of damages, and we think that COVID-19 has come to expose our weaknesses and also strengthen our efficiency in many areas of life. I also believe that after COVID-19, life will never be the same because we are going to take precaution and take effective measures to tackle future challenges as embarrassing as COVID-19 itself it was. And we pray that we, the young Africans, should combine our ideas to see that we address situations like that of COVID-19 and join forces to challenge our poor attitude and see that we also cooperate with people beyond our expectations, like the racist fight should be eliminated. We also stand against racism. We also stand against political influences in other people's economy. So we young Africans, we stand to say COVID-19 has been a very tough thing that has happened to the global scene. And we believe that after COVID-19, we shall recover and recover strongly because it has really taught us a lot of lessons that we have to use it now to make a better future. I look forward to cooperating with a lot of young people around the world to see that we play a role to address similar challenges.
Yeah. Coronavirus pandemic has really gave me the opportunity to learn so many skills, like transferable skills, which boost my personal growth. Google digital marketing skills, which I believe after the pandemic will make my brand to grow nationally and internationally. Thank you.
COVID-19 pandemic has made me to believe in myself, being dependent on myself, being dependent on myself without me depending on anyone. It has made me to believe in people around me. It has made me to trust myself more than I do before.
Today I want to share with you what I discovered during the quarantine period. Because I realized that during the quarantine, most of the people were staying at home and most of people were just hiding at home. So as a historian who have been working at the Makuya Museum, I discovered the way of providing the online seminar to the various platforms so as people could get the information about my museum. So to me, it was a time that I discovered a new way of spreading the information of our museum through the internet. So it was a time that I discovered to use the internet in the museum, integration of the internet or integration of the computer in the museum. I discovered the way of making slides. I discovered the way of making the video clip. I discovered providing the use of the podcast and the other materials. Most of these material were used at the online because people are staying at home. So it was the time that I discovered the use of the computer and the provided material. Most of them are this is digital materials, audio, video, and other image and pictures. So to me, it was the time that I discovered that people still need to get information from our museum. So how could the people manage to get information?
COVID-19 pandemic, I have learned a lot of things, especially the importance of health and personal hygiene, how we can keep up to it. And I also know that change is always constant. We must be expecting change. Today we know much about COVID-19 pandemic, and tomorrow we don't know what's going to be. So we have to keep up to expectations and make sure our health are very good. After this whole issues, I wish to learn or know much about personal hygiene, how we can boost our immune system to fight viruses.
During this COVID-19 pandemic and staying indoor all day, I have learned and developed new skills and talents that will help me become someone of greater value. And I know by the grace of God, after this COVID-19 pandemic, I am stepping into the world in a new and more audacious way that will help me touch the life of people around me, and not only people around me but the world.
Video, I'm going to share my quarantine experience with you. It has been unbelievably quite interesting. I thought it was going to be extremely boring, but it hasn't been that boring. I've had the opportunity to bond my family more than I have ever done. And then I've started my online examination. I'm done with 3 papers, 3 more to go. My focus now is on my examination, and after my examination, I intend learning how to sew, reading more books, and reading some courses from the Philanthropy University. Stay safe. Bye.
COVID-19 have taught me to build myself. COVID-19 have taught me to stand out in any circumstances I may find myself in life. COVID-19 have made me to understand that with patience we can achieve a lot positively. COVID-19 have made me to understand that slow and steady makes life easy. COVID-19 have made me to draw closer to God.
Yeah, the COVID-19 pandemic has affected me positively in a way because I was able to hold and participate in online meetings, symposiums, and workshops. I was also able to learn new skills, completed online courses, and when this is over, I intend to teach it, develop it.
Corona has really come with economic challenge. Immediately after Corona, there will be economic challenge, and Corona has really changed me through so many things, adapt to using digital media and so many things. And I would like to know and to tell us that we should learn to save ahead for future because of coronavirus. Thank you.
COVID-19 has changed many things in me. It enabled me once more to realize what is the most important for me, and this is my gift and how to invest in my future business. With the Impact Summit team, I helped my community in fighting the COVID-19 through awareness, video, and sensitization. After this pandemic, I will create a cleaning company in Guinea, an English learning center, and continue to do the training with school leaders to make a positive impact in Africa.
Coronavirus disease has really taught me a lot. One thing it has taught me is the idea of accepting new things in life, like the use of the nose mask and continual washing of hands. And after we are all safe on this, I hope to continue carrying out the message to my people in the community, informing them, making them to understand that they must continue to wash their hands as to avoid any further danger. Thank you.
Actually, the things I learned during this COVID-19 lockdown is that we can actually do things that we do outdoors, that we stress ourselves to do outdoors, indoors, in the comfort of our bedroom. So I would like to learn how to produce more of these things so that to make life easier for humanity through learning, programming, and social media marketing. Thank you so much.
COVID-19, with all the lockdown that are happening in all the countries, has actually put our lives into different state. And to me, I believe it has changed my life a lot. It has taught me how to be so serious about life in terms of in terms of health-wise. You need to be health cautious in whatever you do. Since this disease spread so quickly, it has taught us how to be creative. By being home, being quarantined or being locked down at home, you need to be creative and do some other thing, work at home. After this lockdown, the first thing that I'm going to do is, of course, not celebrate, but not celebrate that much because still it won't go quickly. It would still gonna exist around us. But I pray that when this thing gets done, I'm actually gonna get my time to do things that I normally do in a normal life before this COVID-19 came, and that is specifically visiting friends and not even hosting parties, of course, but those parties will still involve social distance and other measures that has to be taken for COVID-19 prevention.
At this trying time of global pandemic of coronavirus, nurses, doctors, sanitation workers, journalists, truck drivers, grocery store workers, researchers, and all essential workers are risking their well-being to save their communities. On behalf of all of us in USG, we thank them immensely for being on the front lines during the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.
If you live today, first of all, thank God. Like you say, coronavirus is not easy around the world. Kill 1,000 people in a minute. Kill 1 million people. Yeah. You have to take care for yourself, for your mom, for your daddy, even sisters and brothers. You have to take care for them. Yeah, coronavirus is very dangerous around the world. You have to wash your hand for yourself and water every time. Yeah, we warn you in the world. We want you to join your life, your own gift God has given you. You have to take care for yourself.